The 2025 Royal Rumble is upon us, and it's safe to say that the lineup for this year's match is stacked. The star power in this match is so big that it could possibly end up being one of the best Royal Rumbles that WWE ever produces. And I am not lying when I say that. Many questions arise from this match. Questions like who will be making a surprise entrant in the Rumble match this year? Who will dominate with the most eliminations? And more importantly, who will go on to win and main event WrestleMania 41? I'm yours truly, Flamin' Ricky DeRae, and these are my thoughts on the upcoming Royal Rumble match that will be taking place this Saturday. Before we get into all this craziness, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Wrestle Havoc channel right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and as the freaking referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my honest review on Saturday night's main event, the link will be in the description below. Also, I will be going live during the Royal Rumble, so if you guys want to check out my upcoming live stream for the Royal Rumble, the link will be in the description below. It's no secret that the Royal Rumble begins the road to WrestleMania. Normally, speculation tends to begin around the fall or the winter as to who will possibly get the big seat in main eventing WrestleMania. But this year, it is a little different. You see, if you guys have been living under a rock, the WWE is on a different level right now. The talent that has been announced for this year's Royal Rumble is just pure insanity. I'm talking about guys like Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Sami Zayn, and a whole lot more. What really makes me the most excited about this year's Royal Rumble is the fact that it's flat out unpredictable. Out of all the talent that I've named so far, the majority of them could possibly win this match. And the crazy thing about it is that it would make sense because everyone has a story behind them. And that's what's really intriguing about the Royal Rumble match this year. Everybody has a story. Now, before we talk about people winning, we can't talk about the Royal Rumble without talking about surprise entrants, because the amount of speculation on who could appear in this match has been nonstop. The WWE and TNA partnership has definitely sparked this speculation. And in my eyes, and I do not see this being a prediction, I guarantee you that this will happen. You will 1000% be seeing TNA talent in the Royal Rumble match. There is a reason why TNA waited this long to put the belt on Joe Hendry. Him winning the World Championship is fresh in a lot of fans' eyes. And him making an appearance at the Royal Rumble as the TNA World Heavyweight Champion would be the right call to make. Because here you got Joe Hendry, your current World Champion, and probably the most over guy on the roster, representing your promotion in the biggest stage possible. It's definitely bound to happen. Imagine Joe Hendry facing off with someone like a John Cena. I mean, Joe Hendry did tease it. What about Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler? I would see him being a part of the match. What about Matt Cardona? Now, Matt Cardona is not under contract with TNA, but he has been making appearances with TNA for the last couple of years. Not only that, he did return to TNA last week. This guy, ever since getting released from WWE back in 2020, has been making a name for himself all across the independents and has reinvented himself as a main event player. As he stated, Zack Ryder is dead. Long live Matt Cardona. People are clamoring Matt Cardona to be signed by any major promotion. He's been making appearances in TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor, GCW, everywhere, you name it. But we haven't seen Matt Cardona on the WWE stage, and the Royal Rumble is the perfect place to do that. If you go down the NXT pool, you got guys like Trick Williams. Him and Carmelo Hayes can rekindle their rivalry. You got Obafemi, who is the current NXT champion. He could make an appearance as well. The surprise entrants this year definitely have me excited. Now that surprise entrants are out of the way, let's talk about who might win the actual Royal Rumble match, because there's a lot of talent that could easily win this thing. Of course, let's start with John Cena. John Cena is currently on his retirement tour. He will be wrestling from January all the way to December of this year. After that, he will officially hang up the boots, and it's going to be an emotional ride. Cena declared himself for the Royal Rumble on the first Raw on Netflix, and he was teasing possibly going after number 17. Of course, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, what is wrong with you? I'm talking about his 17th World Championship. That is something I'm 100% advocating for. If it's Cena's last year as a wrestler, he should go win a World Championship this year. There's no bones about it. That's where I stand. Him winning the Royal Rumble could definitely pave the way for him facing Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, which is heavily rumored, by the way. Or if he wins the Royal Rumble, maybe he won't face Cody and could face the likes of Gunther. Considering if you compare the likes of Cody Rhodes versus John Cena and Gunther versus John Cena, I mean, let's be realistic with ourselves. Cody versus John Cena is the bigger match for a show like WrestleMania. But again, the possibilities are endless. Not to mention that there are a lot of guys that Cody Rhodes could easily face at WrestleMania. But if Cena doesn't win, it wouldn't really matter though, considering we also have the Elimination Chamber. What about Roman Reigns? I gotta be honest, out of all of the people who could win this match, in my eyes, Roman Reigns is below that list. I'm not saying he won't win, but I just feel like with the nature of where WrestleMania is potentially headed, I just don't see him going after another world title. I may be wrong with this. Now, they did tease a potential third match with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Roman definitely wants his title back. A third match between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns is something that I definitely want to see. I may be in the minority when I say that. Their last two matches were just fantastic. But whether you like to admit it or not, Cody Rhodes is entering WrestleMania as the champion. He is not dropping that title. But there are definitely other challengers out there for Cody. Of course, John Cena, which we talked about earlier, or CM Punk, which is our next category. The Second City Saint will be entering his second Royal Rumble ever since returning to the WWE back at Survivor Series 2023. Of course, he is a major favorite to win the Royal Rumble match this year. And quite frankly, he's my favorite to win this year's Royal Rumble match. I say this because number one, Punk has never won a Royal Rumble match in his entire career. Secondly, it makes perfect sense for him to win, considering all of the storyline layers that WWE has placed upon CM Punk. I cannot stress enough how much I want a Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk feud. I've been waiting this freaking long. AEW never gave us this match. Why? Their segment last year before the Royal Rumble was off the charts, and their segment this past Monday was off the charts as well. CM Punk is now gunning after Cody. And look, Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk is a big match for WrestleMania. But who's to say Punk doesn't go after Cody Rhodes and instead goes after Gunther? Again, a Gunther versus Punk match may seem like a lesser match, but come on, it's a great match for a WrestleMania. We also need to take into consideration the favor that CM Punk asked Paul Heyman. We still do not know what that is. What if that could play a role in the Royal Rumble match? We also need to keep in mind Roman Reigns could possibly be an opponent for CM Punk at WrestleMania as well. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre are also part of the Royal Rumble match, and they hold a grudge with CM Punk as well. The interactions will be insane. Now, I may be in the minority with this, but Jey Uso could easily be a favorite in this match as well. Considering he just lost to Gunther this past Saturday at Saturday Night's Main Event, the fans want to see Jey Uso win the big one. I stated this on my last video that Jey Uso will win a world championship in 2025. Now, he won't win the undisputed title, but I do see him winning the world heavyweight title. It's a championship that suits Jey Uso best. What about Sami Zayn? Sami officially declared himself for the Royal Rumble. You can create the dynamic between both Jey and Sami, but also you need to take into consideration Kevin Owens. Even though Kevin Owens is in the ladder match with Cody Rhodes at the pay-per-view, I do not see him winning the undisputed title, but that opens the door for him to possibly enter himself in the Royal Rumble match. Or better yet, he may not be an entrant in the match, but instead will interfere and eliminate Sami Zayn from the match. It's just a thought. One of the things I love about the Royal Rumble is that you can intertwine a bunch of storylines all together, which I love. Now, the last person that I will talk about in terms of the Royal Rumble match is The Rock. Yes, I said it, The Rock. Look, this is a bold prediction, but I do believe that The Rock could possibly make an appearance during the Royal Rumble match. Now, there's been many reports about The Rock's schedule and how it could possibly affect plans for WrestleMania, but I was always at the belief that the only people that know about The Rock's status is Triple H, Nick Khan, and The Rock himself. Do you honestly believe that WWE would leak very crucial, confidential information to the dirt sheets? I don't think so. But even though this may seem far-fetched, it is still a possibility. Now, I do know people, including myself, were not so happy about The Rock cutting a babyface promo on the first Raw on Netflix. Again, it rendered everything that The Rock did throughout the past year absolutely useless. But what if he shows up as the final boss character and basically render everything that he said on the Netflix show useless? You never know, The Rock could pull an Uno reverse like he always does. He can face off with the likes of John Cena, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. You know how people wanted that Rock versus Roman match? Who's to say maybe this is the year to do it? You can tease that. Or what if you have The Rock win the Royal Rumble match? He will 100% face off against Cody Rhodes. A Cody Rhodes versus Rock match is bound to happen, whether you like it or not. They teased the match last year. It is a money match. But if that happens, do fans really want to see that after what they saw on the first Raw on Netflix? Who knows? I still want to see that match regardless. I don't give a shit what anybody says. What if he eliminates Roman Reigns and that leads to a Roman Reigns versus Rock match at WrestleMania? But if he ends up winning, if he even shows up, I definitely do see him going after Cody Rhodes. It just makes sense. But what I'm trying to get across is that there's so many layers and so many stories that you are able to tell to the point where it actually makes the match fun to watch. The Royal Rumble this year has an enormous amount of star power, and it creates many twists and turns that we, the fans, may not even be aware of. And that is what makes this particular match so special to begin with. And that is the beauty of WWE in this current era as well. Unpredictability. Well, those are my thoughts on this year's Royal Rumble match. The match is going to be insane, to say the least. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, push that bell for notifications. I'm on the lookout for more videos right here on the Wrestle Havoc channel, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and as the friggin' referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. And as always, it is yours truly, Flamin' Rick Ricky DeRays, signing out. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.